We need to take a step back and be a little bit more circumspect when we approach the issue. I believe that setting a minimum allowance for pupils may be counterproductive insofar as the smaller firms are concerned, because I think you will see that 20%, maybe 25% of the law firms in Malaysia, ranging from medium firms to big firms, may not necessarily have this problem because they would have fulfilled that minimum allowance scale most of the time. But the law firms, with the smaller law firms, may have an issue, mainly because they do not have the relevant resources or the economic scale. Then the other problem that we will also see is that a minimum allowance in KL will be very different from a minimum allowance in, let's say, a smaller place like Kelantan or Terengganu. And those law firms there may actually suffer in terms of wanting to be able to take in pupils. We need to be mindful that there needs to be a balance. Pupils need law firms to chamber in, and if we set the scale as too high, they may not themselves be able to actually find a place to chamber in. I think the Malaysian Bar has never said that we are not agreeable. We are actually quite amenable to setting some kind of a guideline that's workable for everyone in all the states in Malaysia and not just in KL, and to ensure that everyone gets a reasonable remuneration or allowance. The potential masters out there, as far as we know, are very keen to take on pupils and are very keen to teach the pupils properly, and in order to make them very good lawyers when they come into our legal profession next time, so that they are skillful enough. And at the end of the day, when we look at the ecosystem, these pupils are the ones who are going to become our future lawyers, and therefore the consumers are actually going to benefit from such skills.